allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Church, call roll, please.
Changalini?
Here.
Cunningham?
Here.
Doyle?
Here.
Fregoso?
Here.
Brown? Wilson?
Here.
Smith?
Here.
Starr? Britt?
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, first item this evening is moving to our executive session to discuss negotiations, personnel, legal, individual privacy, and or contract litigation negotiations. Approximately how long do you think will be? But yeah,
I would think an hour.
okay, about an hour, Bill.
It is what it is.
An hour to 3. So with that, I'll make that motion to move into executive. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay, Bill Morris, 585 Oak Avenue. I have a request for you guys to consider. When you're doing the budget, after you do it, you should take the number that Delsey presented. You got double it, put it before the voters to increase the tax rate to bring the teachers up to par with Delsey, and let the voters decide.
Any other comments?
That's it.
Thank you. Hearing no one else, I make a motion we close to the public. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Operations, Mr. Betts, I see we have a out of district.
Yeah, just the one.
Tricia, any comments on that?
No, just the one service we wanted to get on there, so it doesn't lag till March. And then the use facilities requests that are coming up.
Board members have any questions on this item? If not, I make a motion to approve operations committee items D1 through D2 as recommended by the superintendent. Do I have a second?
Second.
Tricia, call roll, please.
Changalini?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Doyle?
Yes.
Fregoso?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Britt?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, superintendent search, who wants to lead that off there? You have two proposals here from NJSBA, and then it looks like we have the, as Trish mentioned, the prior proposal from the Adams when they quoted us to help us when we hired Brian, which I guess we're assuming would be in line with what the regular superintendent search would be. Anybody have any comments or?
Well, I would like to at least meet, who's our rep now?
Dr. Laurie Banlow.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's opposed to going through or getting more information on that. I'd like at least to meet her since she is our field rep now. I wasn't particularly thrilled with the way
HYA.
Yeah, HYA handled our strategic plan, to be quite honest with you. I would like us to maybe look at or to get some other companies that do this, maybe a list of those, and get a proposal from them as well. There's many companies that do this. But that's how I feel about the two that we have right now.
The school boards, you said, is talking about October before she could really.
That's that's an issue too.
No,
I mean-
she's saying she could start. She'd be able to start the project. She's just saying to expect not somebody to start.
I thought
Yeah,
she.
to start getting the
Oh, I
superintendent
thought
to
you said-
start.
We,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
misunderstood because I didn't have the.
She was just setting the expectations for us that we should
It's
probably
okay. Well,
possibly not expect to do a hire until.
should we have her come in and meet us, and should we see what other names are out there? I mean,
You should meet with whoever you're thinking
Feel,
about.
yeah, well, and if we may, but even just to meet her anyway, but I don't know is that something that you would do, Trish, get other companies that, I know Township just used a different one, I can't remember the name of who they got.
Yes.
was it your organization? I never knew the initials.
Ed Services of
ASSF,
Commissioner of New
ASF.
Jersey does it. There's a lot. There's a
Can
handful.
we have you request a quote for us? Would you be able to do that? Because I know on some of them, right on their webpage, you can request a quote. Trish? Yeah. Are we comfortable with having
We're getting
Trish?
all the quotes, guys. All
Okay.
quotes.
All right.
All quotes.
All right.
Well, just to clarify, we want to look at quotes. We're considering hiring an outside consultant, because there's some board members, maybe that aren't here tonight, that were adamant that we do it ourselves. So I just want to get on the same page that that's definitely something we're interested in doing, hiring someone to assist us. That's
I
Yeah.
think you
Yeah.
need someone.
We need
to-
help.
some assistance, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, hopefully by our, March 12th meeting, you can get some additional quotes.
Oh, we switched it to the 12th?
I'm sorry?
We switched it to the 12th?
12th is the regular
Work
meeting.
se-
Oh,
regular
oh,
meeting,
okay.
yeah.
session, regular meeting is Monday the 17th.
I mean, presumably, they're just gonna be the same as what we have here, just different numbers on them, right?
Yeah, I
The
mean-
services offered.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe a couple.
right.
And I don't think we should just go with the cheapest. I think we need to go with
That's why you need to
the
talk
best.
to,
Quality.
you need
Okay.
to talk to a
Especially in
each
this, we
one.
can't be.
Yeah, it's
picking
probably best
pennies.
to get the
for
quotes
this.
and then
And then go
invite them
from
to the
there.
meeting,
Yeah.
to a work session and have.
And I
them-
think the whole board needs to be involved. I don't think a subcommittee is appropriate at this point. But
Who's
that's.
conflicted?
Huh?
You're conflicted,
The superintendent?
Mhm.
I don't think anybody is.
or NJEA?
No, but I think there should be a subcommittee because how, if we all get together, it's not against the rules? Like if we go
Yeah, I don't
to
think there's
something
consent,
and we're all
there's
together.
certain members that would like to have a subcommittee, and you're against having a subcommittee, right?
I just thought we had to because then it breaks that rule.
No, you
Good
can have
hard talk.
Well, there's
superintendent
the
as a group.
subcommittee and usually like, what the
At a
NJSBA
meeting.
quote
Yeah,
said
but
was
we
the.
meet, we can't go to the diner, all of us, right, and sit and talk, right?
No.
So like, that's what I'm saying, what if, there's gonna be meetings and stakeholder meetings and, right?
Yeah.
Right, so typically any consultant, whether it's NJSBA or ABC, superintendentsearch.com, they'll hold those stakeholder meetings. So they'll meet with us as admin, they'll
If we
meet
even
with,
want stakeholder meetings.
with you as the board, with the subcommittees
I
of the
think that's-
stakeholders there.
Okay, you should hear the proposals and then decide if you want the stakeholders
That's perfect.
outside of the district. You want parents, you probably want administrators, you probably want teachers.
But whatever consultant is chosen
Or not.
would give you
Not,
those
we're not, we're not,
recommendations.
Brian.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know who's looked at this proposal, but the NJSBA proposal, as a baseline, is pretty well laid out of some of the services, so I think we should all,
Yeah.
look at that
Mhm.
regardless of who we use to see, get an idea of what services are important to us, what services maybe we're not interested in.
They do a great
But it gives
presentation
a
at
great-
school boards, I'll tell you
Also,
that.
keep in
Great
mind that
option.
it's not the previous field rep, if anybody had previous feelings of the
Mhm.
previous field rep.
Exactly why,
That's
because
true.
Mhm.
they did Monroe and it was,
Yes.
so that's why I'd really like to meet. I mean, I think the premise of, the idea of what they were going to do, the steps were good, but the
At that time.
The actual
implementation was not.
implementation. Right, right.
So, yeah, there was conflict. But that's fine.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a good idea of what is offered. And again, I think it might just come down to a different price for different service levels.
Right.
So,
All right, any other comments on that? So at this point, we're gonna have additional quotes to look at our March 12th work session. Possibly get some of these people in here. Is that what the board would like, if they're available to come present to us?
And
their
I think
service?
it's probably worth us each thinking about what we want to see in the superintendent, what we're looking for, because we're gonna need to streamline that information too, once.
Well, that's why I
Figure
figure out
out.
school
Yeah.
boards does a nice job pulling them together for us and polling the board and putting up a plan. I think they're very good at that when it's done properly.
And then I think we also need to determine whether or not we're gonna set up a subcommittee, to kind of weed through some of this stuff, which we could decide on the 12th, I guess. There's nothing else on that, I mean, any other comments?
Oh, yes, are we in old business or anything?
No, we're adjournment.
Oh, sorry, okay, well,
Ah.
I've been meaning to
technically
say
still an
this,
old business.
I've been meaning to say this since our reorg meeting. Lacey needs to be assigned a mentor according to policy, so she has not been assigned a mentor formally.
I've been mentoring her. since
Okay,
her-
well then, so you're going to be
Yeah,
her,
I'll be
okay,
her.
I just was, it needs to be formal.
I'm looking at this meeting date, March 12th, and the discussions regarding the meeting on the 6th and the meeting on the 12th. session now, but, possibly that stuff we discussed, if all of us aren't gonna be here on the sixth, maybe we can push that to the 12th. I'll have a discussion with Brian.
And Trish asked Jeff, if that was a possibility.
He,
Yeah.
he said it was, I asked if the March sixth was able to be pushed back, he said yes.
Who's this?
Are you here?
Yeah.
Jeff?
Are you here the 12th?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Anyone else not here the 12th?
That's my birthday. I'm
Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, do it, doesn't, you don't need me here. for
Oh,
that.
we'll bring you a cupcake.
I don't want to remember.
Oh.
But you're here the 6th, though, right? If we need
Yeah,
to on the
it's
6th.
on the- I can't make the 12th, but,
But you can make the 6th, in case you wanna get that knocked out on the 6th.
oh, I thought you were just
The
saying you're
paperwork, so-
pushing it to the 12th.
No, I'm saying the discussion to the 12th, but get the certification done on the 6th.
But that's not gonna happen unless we have a discussion, right? Cause there's
Yeah, you
things
need
we're
to see the
looking
evidence
for
and
and
everything.
wanna
I mean, I guess,
see.
is there a chance that you're gonna not certify it? I mean, I don't know.
No, but it's, some people wanna,
Yes.
some people wanna see it, so, you know.
Okay, well, if it's not an issue, then pushing it back another 6 days, that's fine. The reason we pushed it up is because it was, a time constraint.
Agreed.
Okay, so no meeting March sixth, it's not gonna be March 12th.
Negotiations only,
Yes.
March
Alright.
sixth,
And then it'd be 6 o'clock starting the 12th then?
correct.
Okay.
Did you wanna, you mentioned something about negotiations, discussing some stuff prior to our meeting. Do you want me and Greg to hang back this evening? Do you wanna have a discussion on that, or, because I don't mean to put you on the spot on that, right?
And I'm thinking,
We'll talk after the meeting.
yeah, we don't,
All right, anybody else have any old business, new business? Next meeting's the 12th. With that, I make a motion, we adjourn. That's all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.